Hey guys, it's the Weather Nerd, and I'm here with a particularly dangerous situation, also known as a PDS. Now, I will say one thing, and that is I'm sorry I haven't posted recently. I've been dealing with stuff on my computer, but we're gonna take a look here. This is in the Dallas area, Dallas-Fort Worth area, as we see here, and we can see I've been trying to get live streaming work. It was not. We can see here. So, if you don't know what I'm doing, I'm just keeping a record of what happens. We have one rotation signal. There was two. This one's here is distorted because it disappeared because it's right in front of the radar. But now there are two warnings. As you can see here, there's one way over here. Let's take a look. So, we have a rotation signature here, 3, which I highly doubt. There's one up here, so we can switch to Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport and get a little better view. So we don't really see much. So we can switch to DDAL, which should be the love field. Again, not much. So let's switch back to the KFWS. But honestly, I'm not going to worry about that one. I'm more worried about this. It may be tiny rotation signature. But look what's following it here. And I mean, we can even go here. This is called coloration coefficient. So normally the entire storm would be one uniform color. This is what helps us to identify damage that has been lofted into the air. This is what I use. Now we can also come over here. We have echo tops. But in what echo tops is basically the top of the cloud. So we can see here, this here has a high chance. This is the same place. I swear. This is right there. That's away from the radar. 54.7. If I go straight across and up a little, that's the same place. That's right here on radar. As we can see, if I zoom in, boom. So I'm worried about this system, especially because it's becoming a derecho. If you don't know what a derecho is, how about we take a look? It is technically speaking, it's a squall line, but a derecho is whenever it's one uniform like bow. I normally call them bow echoes. But over here we see that there's a thunderstorm gust report, a 1.5-inch hail. Now let's go down here to the Air Force Base. We can see that, especially if we go over to velocity, this area, which I can already tell just from reflexivity, which is the regular radar that my mouse is on now, that this is rotating. Especially because of this shape here. Well, I call them hook echoes. You can call them whatever. I don't give an absolute flying word. Well, we can see echo top. That's right here. That is right here in this general vicinity. Because I can scroll in and boom. Right there. And then here, we can also tell that there's hail. Like there's a TVS right here. So honestly, this is a particularly dangerous situation. Get in cover. Do not be outside. Don't be standing outside watching the freaking... Don't be standing outside watching the freaking lightning come down and zap the ground. Instead, be inside. I know that that's being slow, or I think it is. But I'm being dead serious. Be outside. Don't... Be inside, number one. Two, listen to the professionals. And by professionals, I mean listen to the Weather Channel, to your local news station, anything. Listen to them. Because they will be the first ones to tell you what's happening, what is possibilities like. Because there's a strong possibility that this rotation that I'm seeing on radar. Which one is it? 2? It's not working. 2? There's a strong chance that rotation like this here, cell S9, and then this cell as well. This is the same cell. This is the same store. And if you're wondering why I'm looking this way, my main monitor's here. That's why you guys are watching that way. I think, yeah, like right up there. But yeah, that cell that we see, I'm gonna try this. That we see up here is where everything's gonna go down. Because we can see that even down here in Joshua, like, there may be little radar coverage there, but we can tell that it's there. But whatever, we're gonna take a second. We're gonna go over to Oklahoma here and take a look. This is just this massive system moving down. This is what's hitting Dallas. Let's take a look at Arkansas right now. We can see that most of the weather is moving northward, so just be careful of that. And then, oh, Puerto Rico. Sorry, out of line. Just a little bit of rain there. But whatever, let's go straight back into the action. So Dallas-Fort Worth needs to be listening with these things. These are called ears. They're meant to help you listen. So, for the love of God, don't go outside. There has been hail reported. And when hail gets reported, if you don't know, that's about a golf ball. I know, I played golf. That's about a golf ball. If you look, your eye is about the size of a golf ball. Just don't be looking up. And if a golf ball hits your eye, well, you're just plain dumb. But whatever. So we can see here that this signature here, which is just reflexivity, we can tell that it's wrapping up. Be watching this area. I would recommend, because this cell is moving southeast by east. Or, sorry, southeast due east. And what that means is that instead of moving southeast by east, which would be this way for y'all, because never eat soggy waffles, or never eat soggy waffles. So it's going to be moving this way. Sorry, it's going to be moving this way. This is southeast due east. That means it's moving more eastward than southeast by east, or whatever you want to call it. So we can just see on here, it is currently 9:13. We can see that this severe thunderstorm warning here expires in 2 minutes. This is the one that's been active. This one right here that my mouse is on. We can tell that another one just popped up. Let's see what it says. There it is. Severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Johnson County and north central Texas. 9:12 p.m. Severe thunderstorms were located along a line exceeding Sagsaw near Edgecliff Village, moving east at 35 miles per hour. That is what most roads will be in Dallas. That's like going to be suburbs and stuff. We're getting ping pong size hail, as you can see here. This, oops, sorry. Just listen. Ping ball size hail. If that doesn't make a picture, a ping pong is about the size of your eyeball. We can see that they're expecting damage to roofs, siding, windows, vehicles, wind damage to roof, siding, and trees. Okay? Now, this includes the following highways. If we're on Interstate 35 west, 35 east, Interstate 20 between mile markers 429 and 465, Interstate 30 between mile markers 8 and 41, back to the first two, near mile marker 435 for Interstate 35 east, Interstate 35 west between mile markers 30 and 60. If you are on those highways at this current moment, you better consider yourself lucky. I'm sorry, I'm wiping something off my computer screen. Okay, that's my rant. Okay, we also see that the hail threat is radar indicated, same with the wind threat. And looky here, for your protection, get inside a sturdy structure and stay away from windows. So, is it just me? Or are they just telling you what I said right now? I just realized that was in the way. Here's where it said the radar indicated stuff. I've just highlighted it. But is it just me? Or does that tell you what you need to know? Huh? That's me. Maybe. Does that tell you what you need to know? This is important. Think. That's what's going to tell you what's happening. Okay. Well, now I'm going to go a little off point. Some people were wondering how I got, not some, I did get an email about what I use. This is the warnings that I use. So if you ever see purple, there's a confirmed tornado on the ground. Now, I am going to change one thing. The color of my flash flood warnings, will normally be a dark green. That's just how I have it. It did not save. I prefer darker green for my flash floods. And it didn't save again. See, I could have a GPS thing, but I don't have the GPS thing. So, let me quickly show you. So, how I get it is I come up here, press view, go down to warning settings, and looky there. Then you just click the one you want, click the color, click the one you want, press OK, then press OK. Look at there, that looks so much nicer. So we can see that there's a couple more flash flood warnings, one right up here, some over here, and these are probably on long rivers. As you can see that white, that is a big river. So that is along the banks of the river. Same with this. Maybe? I'm not sure if those are rivers. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Okay. I think I can chill. I'm chilling. Okay. If you have any questions about anything, and I'll quickly show you over here. This is Dallas Love Field. One of the airports, right? Am I just crazy? Here's the international. So, little thing, how you can tell that it's international. Look at this. So there's going to be one runway. This is normally the private runway for pilots. Down here, I believe that is the Love Field. But yeah. No, this is where the Dallas Love Field is. Alright? Yeah. That's where their radar is located. And we'll go ahead, zoom on in here. Looky there. That's their 88. So over here's the dam. Yeah, this is just some really cool stuff. So we're gonna take one last look on here. And actually, let's just check the Dallas Love Field here. We have a TVS. Alright. So let me switch back on here real quick. I'm gonna show y'all. Okay, here's what I was looking at whenever I first decided I was going to go live. Okay? Well, let's just watch how it progresses. So the next scan, it tightens up. We have a lot of RF. That means that the rear flank downdraft is moving through here. We can see there's the other one. We see white. I have only seen white this once. That means high hail core. High hail value, if you would. As we continue, we can see that it just continues. So this is where I'm going to switch over here. This is going to give us one of the more clear pictures. Holy crap. So as we can watch the progression of this. Here, they lose this. They completely lose it in the scan. They get it back. So we can see, if we come back here, this is the rotation signature. That is massive. If you don't understand rotation signatures, here is your lesson. Pay attention. Remember this. A rotation signature is a couple. You see one thing out of place, and then the other. They will collide. You will only see them merge after it destabilizes. Keyword, after. So as you go on, we see that it's completely gone. That's because this RFD, the rear flank downdraft. Actually, this is actually called the front updraft. So this is where the air is being sucked in. Okay? Fort Worth up here, so we can tell that it's down here by Everman. Down here, oh nope, that's current. As we continue, we can see that nothing else really pops up quite yet. But as we continue, we still see possibility. And that's where we currently are. So from that, we can see, I'm going to switch quickly over here. So that's Echo Tops, Exploration. Really? Oh my gosh, it's wrong. Give me a second. Rainfall, 1 hour. Here, this is the 1 hour precipitation. So you can tell that a lot of rain is being dropped, especially over here. It's reading over 2 inches, 3 inches here. So I just want y'all to be careful. Thank you all for watching. This is the Weather Nerd, Weather's Archive. A playlist will be created for all the weather archives that I will create. But anyways, this is Ice Wolf. I'll see y'all later.